Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to the YouTube channel. My name is Nick from Australia, and welcome to a very special morning. The NRL have revealed the round 1 2025 draw. I can't believe they announced this at 6 a.m. on a Sunday morning. What on earth are they thinking? Get with the goddamn times, man. It is literally, as we are live streaming, it is 7:38 a.m. I don't think I've done a stream this early since the Super League live streams where we'd watch a game of Super League and then, we'd be bloody exhausted. But my God, 6 a.m. on a Sunday, what are they thinking? But you know what? I'm happy. The draw's out. I'm excited. I'm looking forward to round 1, and we're going to go over it. Of course, if you're new around here, guys, don't forget to like the video, like the live stream, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hello to the chat. I know probably not expecting the biggest crowd here at 7:38 in the morning, but we've got a few people watching in the chat. We've got Jason Reader, we've got Mando, we've got the Bunker, we've got Tom all the way over there in the UK. Hello, Tom. Hope you're well, my friend. Hope everyone is doing well, man. Hope everyone is doing well. The round 1 draw is out, and I think it's a great time. It's a great time to be alive. Hello to Blake in the live chat as well. All right, let's pull up this fixture. 6 a.m. on a Sunday to drop this is really, really crazy. All right, hang on a moment, guys. We're going to get this up. We're going to reveal it if you haven't seen it yet. Rightio, here it comes. 3, 2, 1. And come on, YouTube. There we go. There we bloody go. There we go. Let's bloody do it, man. So we already know the Vegas games. We'll go over it quickly. March 2, Raiders and the Warriors at Allegiant Stadium. That's going to be good, man. 11 a.m. kickoff on a Sunday morning. That's not bad. It's not a bad time slot. We already know that. Panthers and the Sharks at 3:30 p.m., which is not bad either. So that should be a lot of fun. And then we get to round 1. And we start off with Thursday night football, where the Roosters will host the Broncos from, I believe, Allianz Stadium. 8 o'clock kickoff. Roosters versus Broncos. Really, really big game to start off your Thursday night football. Should be a cracker, man. Roosters taking on the Broncos. Should be a good one. I believe it's Allianz Stadium. All the teams haven't confirmed where they are playing round 1, but with the Roosters being the first team on the as the home team, you know they're going to be at home to start off the year. So Roosters and the Broncos round 1. I'm 95% confident it will be Allianz Stadium. So I actually don't mind that. Not a bad way to start off the season here in the country. Then we get to Friday night footy, guys. And we go to now. I'm not 100% sure where West Tigers versus Newcastle Knights will be, but I did read somewhere that the Tigers will be playing round 1 at CommBank, because the Tigers have got 4 home games at CommBank in 2025. So one thing's for sure, the Tigers and Knights game's either going to be CommBank, Leichhardt, or Campbelltown. It'll be one of the 3, but anyway, Tigers take on the Knights Friday, 6 o'clock in Sydney, regardless. And I think it might not be the most exciting fixture in the world, but hey, you got the Tigers, bit of a new look era for them with Jerome Luai and Taruva and Royce Hunt. So it'd be very interesting to see how that game unfolds. And then you got the main game on the Friday night, which is up at Suncorp Stadium there, which has been confirmed, by the way, for Suncorp Stadium. The Dolphins will be taking on the Rabbitohs. That's going to be a big one, man. Friday night football up there in Brisbane. 7:05 in Queensland, 8:05 in New South Wales. That should be a good game, man. I reckon that'll go very close to selling out. The Rabbitohs fans seem to love it. They love traveling to Suncorp, man, and the Dolphins fans will be out, so it'll be a really big game, that one. Dolphins and Souths on the Friday night. We get to Saturday, the 5:30 game. We got the Dragons taking on the Bulldogs. Now, this will either be Cogra or Wollongong, not 100% sure where it is. A lot of people are saying Wollongong, so this game could be at Wynn Stadium. It could be at Cogra. Not 100% sure. It'll be one of the two. It doesn't say exactly where it is, but Dragons and Bulldogs at either Wollongong or Cogra. Not a bad game, actually. Not a bad game. If you go back to 2024, Dragons versus Bulldogs at Cogra in the last 3 or 4 rounds, and it was a big game, man. It was a sellout. The Bulldogs fans are on the hill as well, and they come out in full force. So that's a big game, man. It's a grudge match as well. Rivalry game between the two sides. Then we get to Saturday night. 7:35, and it's been confirmed it will be at Brookvale Oval, which means I will probably be there. Manly versus the Cowboys. You guys know me, big Cowboys fan. I love to travel to a lot of the games, and I will most likely be there for this game. Manly Seagulls, North Queensland Cowboys, Saturday night, 7:35. Looking forward to it, man. Looking forward to it. Shout out to Pro Enzo Vids and Paddy G. Bring it on, boys. This is going to be a big one. I will probably see them at the game. Looking forward to that. And then we finish off round 1 with Sunday afternoon, 4 o'clock from Amy Park down there in Melbourne, where it's the Melbourne Storm taking on the Parramatta Eels. Melbourne versus Parramatta. They really want to go with this Jason Riles versus Melbourne Storm thing in round 1. It's going to be interesting too. Parramatta with a couple of new recruits up against Melbourne down there. It's a tough place to win, especially in round 1. Melbourne haven't lost round 1 since like 2001 or something, 2002, whatever the record is. But Melbourne v Parramatta to end off round 1. So we'll just go through it again quickly in case you missed it or you don't know who's playing who. The Vegas games, obviously, Raiders play the Warriors and Panthers play the Sharks. We knew that months ago. But the rest of round 1, Thursday night footy, Roosters versus Broncos, 8 o'clock from Allianz Stadium. Friday night, 6 o'clock from Sydney somewhere, whether it be Leichhardt, Combank or Campbelltown. Tigers will take on the Knights, Friday, 6 o'clock. Then we get to Friday night footy, the 8 o'clock game, which will be 7 o'clock in Queensland. Dolphins versus Rabbitohs from Suncorp Stadium. That'll be a big game, as we know. Saturday, the 5:30 kickoff. Dragons and the Bulldogs from either Cogra or Wollongong. That's going to be a big game. I genuinely believe that's a big game. The Saturday 7:35 game from Brookvale Oval. Manly Seagulls, North Queensland Cowboys. That is a big game, man. And then we get to Sunday, Melbourne Storm versus Parramatta Eels from Amy Park in Melbourne. A really big game there, which means the Gold Coast Titans have got the bye for round 1. And I imagine the Titans fans will be upset. But that's part of the draw. That's how it goes, man. That's how it goes. You can't have everything you want when it comes to round 1. So it is what it is. Gold Coast get the bye for round 1. I think overall, I think it's a really good round 1 fixture. A couple of surprises. I didn't expect Tigers versus Knights. That's a surprise. From the mail that I was receiving, I did not expect the Cowboys to be playing in Sydney in round 1. I was 90% confident that the Cowboys would be in Townsville in round 1. But you know what? I'm okay with being in Sydney in round 1. I'm fine with it, man. Get the Sydney games out of the way early. I think the last 2 years we've had 6 or 7 games in Sydney. I think we might get a little bit less this year. I reckon we might only get 5 in Sydney, but who knows? Who the hell knows? Now, as for the rest of the round 1 fixture, I I like it, man. I like it. And with the draw, I believe the draw will be out this week. It might even be out tomorrow. I'm not too sure, but I do need to find out. I I do want to find out when the rest of the draw comes out because it's good to know, man. It's good to know when the rest of the fixture is coming out. Now, so some of these venues, guys, like I've gone over, they could change. But the thing is, when the team is written down first and then the other team is second, then yeah, usually like Dolphins are confirmed to play at Suncorp. Mainly Cowboys is confirmed for Brookvale. The rest of the games, the venues haven't been confirmed, but it looks like Roosters Broncos is going to be Allianz. Tigers Knights is going to apparently be CommBank, from what I understand. Dragons Dogs is going to be Wollongong by all reports. So by the time this is all finished, it could be different later on. The fixtures could be different later on, but that's what we know for now. All we know is the draw is out for round one. Everyone get excited. Start planning your trips to your team's games. I will be at Manly Cowboys. That's going to be a lot of fun. Looking forward to getting down there for that. But round one's going to be great, man. Looking forward to it. Now, I'll just go over it quickly. Games that I like, that I don't like. Roosters Broncos, I actually like it. A lot of people were critical of Roosters Broncos being a round one game, but I like it, man. Allianz Stadium, most likely the venue. Thursday night, it's a good game. It's a good game to start off. I do like it. Tigers Knights, look, I don't like it because I don't really care for it. Like, Tigers have won the wooden spoon in the last 3 years. Newcastle are, mediocre, average top 8 team. Who cares? It's not the greatest game in the world, and I think that's why it's the 6 o'clock Friday game. Dolphins Souths, I like it. I like Dolphins versus Souths. I think that's a really good game for your Friday night. Although I find it a little bit over the top that the Dolphins have been in 3 primetime fixtures in their first 3 years as an NRL team. 2022, they debuted against the Roosters, Sunday 4 o'clock. They had Sunday 4 o'clock last year against us at Suncorp, and then they get Friday 8 o'clock in their 3rd year. So maybe put the Dolphins not on a primetime slot next year, but I'm okay with them playing South on a primetime game, man. Like, that's going to be a big game. Wayne versus Dolphins. And then I like Dragons Bulldogs a lot. I think this is a really good game, man. Dragons Bulldogs is a mouth-watering game. I think it's, a couple of new recruits for both teams. I think it's a really good game for a Saturday 5:30. Manly Cowboys, you guys know I love that fixture. I love it, man. But I must be honest with you. I'm a little bit surprised we're playing away round one. I know last year we played round one at Suncorp against the Dolphins, and that was great. That was fine. But round one in Sydney against Manly, didn't expect it, but I'll take it. I think it's a really good game. And then we finish up with Melbourne versus Parramatta, and with all due respect, it's a pretty ugly taste for your Sunday afternoon. It really is. Like, are we really going to believe Parramatta are going to go down to Melbourne and beat Melbourne's round one record on a Sunday afternoon in Melbourne? I don't know, man. Interesting to say the least. But guys, that is pretty much my reaction and opinion on the round one draw. I will be live once the entire fixture gets revealed. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be Tuesday. I'm assuming it'll be one of them days. But I will be live when the whole draw gets revealed. And we'll find out when that is very soon. But anyway, guys, thank you all for tuning in this morning. It is now 7:52 a.m. I might go back to sleep for an hour because I was rudely woken up at 6 a.m. by the draw being released. Anyway, thank you all for watching. Like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know what your thoughts are on the round one draw in the comments below. Anyway, thank you all for watching, and I will see you all in the next one.